Hello, young adventurer, and welcome to day 21 of Pinktober. Today's prompt is to design a fantasy OC. We had so much fun on day 2 of Pinktober designing an OC with you guys, so we decided to do it again for day 21's prompt. So over the last few days on our community page, we've had a lot of polls helping us decide how to design this fantasy OC, with your guys' help. In our first poll, we asked what fantasy creature should we use for inspiration, and you guys overwhelmingly wanted a phoenix. With our next poll, you guys decided that you wanted the character to be female. Because we wanted this design to be a little bit out of the box, we decided that we wanted our character to be a hybrid of sorts, and so you guys helped us decide to make it a dragon hybrid of a phoenix. Next, because we knew it was going to be a dragon OC, we thought, maybe horns? And you guys were like, yeah, add horns! Because this character is a phoenix, that makes them immortal, where they regenerate each time that they expire, coming back up through the ashes. So we asked if you wanted it to be a baby chick coming out of the ashes, a healthy, sleek young adult, or if you guys wanted it to be injured and catching fire and burning up and renewing. You guys decided you wanted to see the phoenix dragon in the prime of its life, so we went with that. Next, to get a better feel of how to draw this dragon phoenix, we asked what emotion should she be feeling in the artwork, and you guys really wanted to see her angry. Since we are going to be drawing her angry, then we needed to decide on the pose, so we asked attacking, flying, perched, or in a nest, and you guys wanted to see her flying. Since she is a dragon phoenix hybrid, we wanted to know how the dragon portions might work into the design, and so we went with the top 2 voted ones, where she has a dragon tail instead of tail feathers, and 4 legs instead of just 2 bird legs. For our final question, we wanted to know what color should her fire be, and you guys wanted to see cool tones. Well, while Rachel works on designing our new fantasy OC with your guys' help, I'm going to be reading to you guys from Ravenpaw's Farewell. Be sure to stay around to the end of the speed paint to learn this new OC's backstory and name. Well, I'll pick up where we left off in Ravenpaw's Farewell. They slept in the long grass by the waterfall, lulled by the soft splash of water, and woke as the first rays of sun crusted the trees. Barley caught a squirrel, and Ravenpaw was relieved to see Bella eating as eagerly as her brother once more. The river grew steadily narrower and shallower beside them until it was tumbling between steep sandy banks, with barely enough room for the cats to squeeze through beside the water. They walked in single file, Ravenpaw in the lead with Barley bringing up the rear. Riley and Bella were full of chatter, competing to spot minnows beneath the glittering surface. Ravenpaw only listened with half an ear. He knew they were approaching the end of the river, and that meant they could cross SkyClan's boundary at any moment. I'm as hot as a fox on fire, Barley panted. Can we find somewhere shady to stop? Ravenpaw narrowed his eyes. There seemed to be nothing but the stream and its sandy banks ahead of them. There were trees at the top of the banks, but he doubted they could scramble up the sheer slope. Then Riley squeezed past him. I'll take a look. The Grey Tom ran a short distance along the bank to some gorse bushes. He paused to sniff them, and then vanished from sight. When the others caught up to him, Riley was peeking smugly from a small cave sheltered by the gorse. It was cozy but shallow, with just enough room for the 4 cats to lie down. I'm hungry, Bella meowed. We'll rest here for a moment, and then find somewhere to hunt, Ravenpaw promised. His paws were sore from the scorching sand, and his belly was aching. As the others settled around him, he closed his eyes. Suddenly, his nose was filled with powerfully familiar scents. He heard soft whispers, not from his companions, but from 2 other cats. These were voices he hadn't heard in a long time. And Ravenpaw's heart leaped. Although he couldn't make out the words, he knew he was listening to Firestar and Sandstorm. He could feel them all around him. Nervous and excited, they had sheltered here too, knowing that their journey was close to its end. I've done it, Ravenpaw thought. I followed their paw steps to SkyClan! He opened his eyes to see Bella standing at the entrance to the little cave, gazing out. I think I heard something, she mewed. Another cat! Ravenpaw took a deep breath. We are close to SkyClan territory now, he meowed. 3 pairs of eyes stared at him in the dim light. I don't think we've crossed their border. We must tread carefully from now on. No clan welcomes trespassers. Riley licked his chest. What if they don't like us? He muttered. What if they think we're just dumb kitty pets? Bella added. Barley rested his tail on her flank. If you're not welcome, we'll take you home. We won't abandon you, I promise. Ravenpaw met his friend's gaze over the heads of the young cats.
and nodded.
They crept out of the cave and padded quietly along the stream. There was no sign of the cat that Bella thought she had seen, but Ravenpaw kept his mouth open to taste the air. The gorge widened, and the bank sloped downwards until they were walking through the trees beside the sparkling stream. Barley caught a young rabbit, and they ate quickly, with the older cats keeping a wary eye for signs of the clan. The sky had filled with clouds, bringing in early dusk. Ravenpaw decided that they should spend the night here and enter SkyClan in the morning. Barley found a heap of dry leaves under a hazel tree, which would make a decent enough nest. Riley and Bella settled down obediently. They were much quieter than usual, as if they knew that the real adventure was about to begin. Ravenpaw asked Barley to stay with them, while he scouted around the immediate area. "We don't want SkyClan to find us sleeping a mouse length from their border," he pointed out, and Barley nodded. Ravenpaw left the stream and slipped through the trees, pausing every few steps to sniff the bushes and taste the air. Though he hadn't found any border marks yet, there were tangs of kitty pet scent too, sometimes almost hidden beneath the wild cat traces, at other times clear and sharp, and unexpected so far from any two-leg dens. Ravenpaw hadn't been anticipating such a mix of scents, even knowing that SkyClan had some warriors who lived as kitty pets part of the time. He returned to the hazel bush and lay down. Barley was fast asleep, snoring, but Riley and Bella were still awake. "We're not sleepy," Bella whispered. "Tell us some more about the warrior code," Riley begged. Ravenpaw sighed. "Okay, but after that, you must go to sleep. Who can remember the rules we talked about so far?" "You must be ready to die for your clan," Riley began. "And you can't be friends with cats from other clans." "Don't trespass on another cat's territory," Bella mewed. She put her head to one side. "But if SkyClan's the only clan around here, that doesn't really matter, does it?" Ravenpaw flicked his ears. "Oh, well, there could be loners in the woods who don't welcome visitors. Go on." "Elders and kits must come first," Riley mewed. "And you can only kill something if you're gonna eat it." "That's 2 rules," Bella protested. "You're both doing very well," Ravenpaw told them. "Right, here are some more." For a moment, he was back in the training hollow, listening to Whitestorm addressing all the new apprentices. Kind, patient Whitestorm, who had tried so hard to make Ravenpaw's apprenticeship bearable. "A new warrior keeps vigil for the whole clan on their first night. A warrior must mentor at least 1 apprentice before they can become deputy." Ravenpaw paused, racking his brain. "Oh, when a clan leader dies, the deputy takes over." He stopped. Riley and Bella were very quiet, and their flanks rose and fell steadily. They had drifted off already. Ravenpaw curled up and tucked his chin into Barley's belly fur. Riley and Bella were trying so hard to learn about the life of a warrior. He just hoped that SkyClan would give them a chance to try it for real. Alright, well, that's where I'm going to be ending the reading for today. So, we designed a Phoenix Dragon hybrid, and her name is Lapis Lazuli.
I loved how the flames turned out too. They were so blue and purpley.
Yeah, that's so cool, and I'm really impressed with how you guys went with a different color other than red. That's super original.
And the horns are so cool. Like, most phoenixes don't have horns, but a dragon phoenix would.
I really liked LunaFang89's idea of a backstory, that she was just a normal bird living in her flock until a hunter shot her down. She hit the ground and passed out cold. When she woke up, she was in a metal cage in some sort of lab. The scientists took her and gave her the DNA of a dragon. That had a major effect on her turning into the dragon phoenix that she is today. And that's the reason that she's so angry, because she's constantly locked up in a cage. But she finally breaks free and lives in the world, hating all humans. That backstory certainly would explain her angry expression. And I like the idea of a science experiment that turned her into this hybrid dragon phoenix. A lot of other people had cool ideas for backstories as well. You'll have to go check those out on the community page on our YouTube channel. Let us know what you think of our fantasy OC Lazuli in the comment section down below. Up here on the screen right now, we have 10 examples of fantasy OCs designed by you guys over on Amino. I love seeing all the characters with wings, unicorns, dragons. Oh, so many cool mythical creatures. You guys are so creative. I hope you guys watching are taking part in Pinktober. It's a super fun chance to let your imagination run wild. And all you have to do to take part is join my Amino and make a post with the hashtag Pinktober2020. Tomorrow's prompt is to redesign a warrior cat as a human. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Well, until tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys!